This week's blog post is the first in a series on the J.C. Leyendecker exhibition that took place in 2019. These photos were taken back in 2019 at an exhibition of the work of J.C. Leyendecker at Reynolda House in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I've arranged the works in chronological order. Much of the information included in this and the following posts comes from the Reynolda House labels. J.C. Leyendecker, creator of American icons. By the late 19th century, new printing technologies and faster shipping methods led to the publication of magazines that circulated by the millions. Reading became mass entertainment, and illustrations, especially attractive covers, helped people choose which magazines to buy. Joseph Christian Leyendecker, 1874 to 1951, was one of the top commercial artists of America's golden age of illustration, along with N.C. Wyeth, Maxfield Parrish, Charles Dana Gibson, and Frederick Remington. Roger Reed, a historian of illustration, comments, quote, J.C. Leyendecker's main contribution is to have invented, along with other illustrators, the modern magazine cover as a miniature poster that would engage the viewer, impart an idea, and sell the issue, all within the few moments one browses at the newsstand. During the 1910s and 20s, J.C.'s work was in constant demand. Through hundreds of advertisements and more than 400 magazine covers, he shaped Americans' ideas of what elegance and sophistication looked like. Aside from glamorous women and handsome men, he painted charming children, romantic couples, and energetic athletes. J.C.'s concepts of Santa Claus, the New Year's baby, and Mother's Day remain with us today. We will see them all in the works that were exhibited at Reynolda House. Leyendecker's family moved from Germany to Chicago in 1882. J.C. and his younger brother Frank both studied at the Art Institute of Chicago. In the spring of 1896, J.C. won a contest for the cover design of the Century magazine. With the prize money, he and Frank traveled to Paris to attend the Académie Julian, whose faculty and alumni included William Adolphe Bouguereau and Alphonse Mucha. In Paris, the brothers developed distinctive styles. Both painted exclusively from live models, using a combination of oils and turpentine that dried faster than usual so they could work more quickly. J.C.'s style involved broad brushstrokes with assured draftsmanship, so distinctive that it eventually became known as the Leyendecker look. After J.C. had a successful exhibition in Paris in 1897, the brothers returned to the U.S. By 1900, J.C. and Frank settled into a house in New Rochelle, New York, where J.C. lived for the rest of his life. This 1898 illustration for Edgar Allan Poe's poem The Raven, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, was the first illustration by J.C. to be published in the Saturday Evening Post. The Post became J.C.'s longest-running gig. On the left is a cover for Collier's magazine. Elegance, poise, sophistication. He does that so well. The one on the right was probably an early illustration for a story in one of the magazines. From 1899 to 1943, J.C. created 322 covers for the Saturday Evening Post, more than anyone else except Norman Rockwell, who limited himself to 321 covers in deference to his mentor. J.C. created his first Christmas cover for the Post in 1904. The image of Santa Claus, or St. Nicholas, had been evolving for centuries, but J.C. set it into final form in 1912 when he used, as a reference for his cover, Clement Clarke Moore's 1823 poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." So that's the 1912 edition on the right, and on the left are some other Christmas covers by Leyendecker. This painting is one of my favorites from the show. It's that quiet moment of preparation before you just go out and do it. If you look at the skate, especially, you can see his characteristic brushstrokes. On the left is a charming Saturday Evening Post cover from 1907. On the right is his painting of Christmas Carolers, which appeared as a cover of Collier's magazine. I was not aware that the Hagen Museum in Stockton, California, has a gallery devoted to J.C. Leyendecker's paintings, including 14 of his 20 Kellogg's Kids, which were created to sell cornflakes. I've given you a link in the email to a video with glimpses of many of the works in the Hagen's Leyendecker collection. In 2021, a 20-minute film on Leyendecker came out. I've given you a link to the trailer. I really love Leyendecker, but even in the trailer, the animations in this movie, they're kind of jerky and fast. They gave me a headache, so I haven't watched the movie. If you do, let me know what you think. DianeDuranteWriter.com has hundreds of posts on sculpture, painting, architecture, and my other obsessions. To join the free Sunday recommendations email list, visit the URL that's on the screen or email me. And you can say, "Well done, Diane," or support my work and receive rewards by means of the tip jar on DianeDuranteWriter.com. As always, thank you for listening.